Known for its lush landscape, rich cultural heritage, as well as diverse ecosystem, Borneo is truly a magnificent gem. And in Sarawak, one agency, and that is the Sarawak Tourism Board, STB, is responsible for showcasing Sarawak's endless marvel to the world, as well as positioning it as a top travel destination. Candy.
And on today's episode on Dialog TVS Plus, we will be zeroing in on STB's efforts in promoting Sarawak, and we'll be joined by STB's CEO, Dr. Sharzede Datu Salleh Askor, and she will be talking about the initiatives. Thank you for joining us. Now, straight to the first question. Yeah. With the launch of Discover Borneo, Gateway to Borneo campaign at the recent Mata Fair, how does STB intend to improve Sarawak's visibility among travelers?
Okay, so, first and foremost, we promote and initiate our Gateway to Borneo campaign in Berlin, March this year. And that Gateway to Borneo is, in actual fact, to position Sarawak as the entry point to the island, the third largest island, Borneo, in the world. And we feel that positioning it as a gateway and collaborating with Sabah, that's where Discover Borneo comes in, where we had recently at Mata, a collaboration with both states, showcasing the beauty of what Borneo and the two states has to offer to the travelers internationally or domestically.
Now, Doctor, perhaps both states or both regions perhaps are known for their nature, beautiful nature, but how do we differentiate ourselves with our neighbor, Sabah?
Yeah. That's the best part of it, because Sabah is known without a doubt their beautiful beaches, their islands and all. But we have beautiful caves, we have beautiful wildlife, and the nature and all, and that's our strength. So for me, we should not be competing, but we should be complementing each other, and that's the difference that we want to showcase to our international visitors and to even domestic visitors. And people get confused, Sabah and Sarawak for that matter, And therefore, it is very, very important that we distinctively show the difference between these two states.
Now, Sarawak has seen an impressive growth in visitor arrivals this year. That is the recent figure, which points to 3.2 million visitors as of August. So, in the recent media interview, you said that Sarawak is targeting new markets such as China, India, and Middle East. What strategies are in place to maintain this momentum?
Okay, without a doubt, these three regions are very important due to their numbers, sheer numbers of their population in itself. So at every one of these areas, they have their own unique needs and all. Obviously, for us, China, Middle Eastern, and India, they will have different marketing strategy that we are targeting. For example, India, they love what we call, the nature that we have. I mean, in terms of tribes and all, they have multiple, much more than us. But they love our culture. They love what we have in terms of the nature and all. So that will be their focus, okay? In terms of Middle Eastern market, it is different how they see us, okay? And therefore, we are reaching out to them and say, hey, you look at us, you have a lot of sand. We have a lot of rainforest, showcasing them these things to them. And that's how we reach out. So knowing their needs and knowing what they want to see when they go out of their countries, we will then market it accordingly to the market segments.
Definitely. Now, Doctor, just now you shared that we have our own attraction, that is the caves, our cave system. And the recent recognition from UNESCO on the Nia Cave Complex is definitely a significant milestone, not only for Sarawak, but I would say for Malaysia as well, because we are currently the state with the most UNESCO World Heritage sites. Now, how does STB intend to capitalize on this?
Well, in terms of UNESCO recognition, that's an international recognition. We should be very proud when we have two UNESCO sites up north, and therefore people can visit. So the attraction is that you know, these are things, I always say it's a God's gift. You know, it's different. You can never find it and replicate it. Yeah. So therefore, you know, there are niche market, those who loves adventure, those who loves hiking. These are places that they would want to go. We work very closely, and I believe strongly in terms of collaboration. You know, may it be with our state Sabah, or may it be with even Langkawi. You know, to have this trail where we showcase our UNESCO in every part of Malaysia and coming to Sarawak.
Right, Handy. In addition, I would say, in addition to like heritage sites such as Nia, and also our rich cultural heritage as a tourism product, I've noticed recently that there are many events, not only in Kuching, but throughout of Sarawak. So is Sarawak moving towards capitalizing on event-based tourism products to attract more?
So for me, tourism
Travelers?
is just not about having our product. You need to create demand. You need to curate it and all. And events is one enabler that you drives in the interests of people to come here for a purpose. May it be the sports that they like or whatever. Yet, and from there, we hope that we are able to attract them and bring them back as repeat visitors. And that's what it is all about. You know, you may want to call it forced tourism or whatever, but you are creating that demand for those who have never visited Sarawak.
Now, Borneo is receiving more appeal. Can you highlight some of the key attractions or like events, initiatives from Sarawak?
Okay, so in terms of events, I think I must put, you know, that appreciation goes to our minister, you know, who is very much into bringing in international events, sports event and all that, you know. And, you know, we have 365 days a year, but the number of our events, you know, practically every week you have some big events going on. And it's hard to say that we have a lull period in Sarawak now, you know. So that events, you know, are very, very important to us. International event, may it be sports or may it be even as simple as our long regatta getting very popular and all. These are driving the numbers in. People look forward for it. Our Rainforest World Music Festival, it's been our 27th year this year, you know, and it is still going strong. So making a mark in such events is something that it is going to be an advantage for the Sarawak economy. You know, the stakeholders, the players are happy in terms of keeping them all busy throughout the year.
Well, as you know as well, Nusantara, Indonesia's capital, is moving. So do you see this big potential to attract not only our neighbors from the regional to come and visit? So what attraction can we offer them to make sure that they come and spend their money here?
Okay, so for Nusantara, being a new capital that, you know, for in the island of Borneo, I mean, without a doubt, Kalimantan is bigger than Sarawak, But the advantage that they are going to be developing so well, it's a spillover effect. You know, for us, Meditourism is very strong for that. And I believe with Nusantara, they are, you know, they will be building airports, may it be internal and all. And we are going to have our own aviation. There should be cross-border and all. And it's going to be a win-win situation more than anything else. You know, I'm very optimistic, you know, because I believe that the spillover effect is more than what it is to be scared of. If anybody say, you know, are we going to benefit this? Obviously, you know, it's going to be a win-win situation for all parties in that island.
Right.
We just need to collaborate, right?
Definitely. Yeah, partnership is really important.
Right. So as we get ready for Visit Malaysia year 2026, how will Sarawak continue to innovate and distinguish itself from other Malaysian and Southeast Asian destinations?
Okay, very interesting, because I think Sarawak has always been very independent and very strong and very bold. When we did our rebranding in 2019, but unfortunately with the COVID, you know, it has slowed down, but not Sarawak. So for us, it is the best to get our visitors know us, even during that COVID period. top of mind all the time, always in the radar and all that, yeah? So, so with 2026, every state may be trying to showcase their own state, and so is Sarawak, yeah. And what we are doing is that we are increasing our initiatives. We are putting in and be very much involved and intensify. We are being more bold in our presence where we are, and also I think with Sarawak taking that actions and strategy, and also, you know, as and when Tourism Malaysia goes to other places that we want to be part of it, which they always invite, and we are very happy with that, we will also work with the national body, no question about that.
Right. Maybe last questions from us. Now, as we move forward, as we know as well, we're going to have our own airport, our own airline, in fact. So with this increased connectivity, so how does STB hopes that this will bring in more spillover effect to Sarawak?
Well, you know, it's great news when I hear the airport going to be, you know, looked into. We are targeting the numbers of 15 million, you know, with the new airport. And we have target for our third Sarawak master plan. You know, we have target for our PCDS and so forth, yeah. And I believe, and I'm very, very optimistic, if we really do it, you know, the right way, and the way that we are able to meet the needs of our travelers, it is very important. Most important, it's not about the quantity of our product, it's the quality of our products and the services that we offer to our visitors, that they cannot you know, forget about us.
So I think that's all the time we have for today's episode. Thank you, Dr. Sharzede, for your time and also your insights and as well as your vision for STB as well. Thank you so much. I'm Handy Gui.
And I'm Douglas Elliott. Until next episode. Goodbye.